नमस्कार दोस्तों, एक बार फिर से आपका स्वागत है एफिनिटी एजुकेशन में। मैथमेटिक्स लेक्चर्स के पिछले भाग में हमने कंप्लीट किया सेट थ्योरी, रिलेशंस एंड फंक्शंस को। इसी सीरीज़ में आज हम एक नया अध्याय, नया चैप्टर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, ओके, जिसे कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर सिस्टम बोलते हैं। नंबर थ्योरी के हिस्ट्री में वी हैव लॉट्स ऑफ टाइप ऑफ नंबर्स। वी स्टार्टेड विद द natural numbers. The numbers started from 1, 2, 3 and so on. Then we learned the concept of whole numbers, real numbers, integers, positive integer, negative integers. We learn about the rational number, irrational number, okay, and we have other types of numbers as well, okay. So in all these sequence a new number system came in the scene. That number system is called the complex number system, okay. There is a concept in algebra is called the essential root for the polynomial or the algebraic equations, okay, that every algebraic equation must have a root, okay. And to satisfy this theorem, okay, suppose that there is a equation x square, there is a equation x square plus 1 equal to 0, and that theorem says that this equation must have a root, okay. So to get this root, if we try to solve it from here, we get x square equal minus 1, which says that square of some number is negative, okay. And what we know till this date, that there is no number whose square is negative, okay. So which type of number it is? So initially what we call them इमेजिनरी नंबर्स। वो नंबर्स जो एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते, जिनकी सिर्फ इमेजिनेशन की जा सकती है, उन नंबर्स को हमने इनिशियली बोलना शुरू किया इमेजिनरी नंबर्स, ओके। सो इनिशियली व्हाट वी कॉल देम इमेजिनरी नंबर्स। वो नंबर जिनके स्क्वायर नेगेटिव होते हैं, हम उनको इमेजिनरी नंबर्स बोलते हैं। लेटर ऑन दैट टर्मिनोलॉजी चेंज, लोगों ने उनको कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर कहना स्टार्ट किया, ओके। कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इसलिए बिकॉज इनकी जो फॉर्मेशन है दैट इज लिटिल कॉम्प्लेक्स टू दी प्रीवियस नंबर सिस्टम जिन्हें हम जानते हैं। इसका जो अलजेब्रा है, इसकी जो थ्योरी है, वो थोड़ी सी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, डिफिकल्ट है, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी ट्राई टू कॉल देम कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, ओके। इट इज़ ऑल्सो द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ टू टाइप्स ऑफ नंबर, सो इन दैट सेंस वी ट्राई टू कॉल देम कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर। सो आज हम कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर को समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। विल ट्राई टू फाइंड कि कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का जो अलजेब्रा होता है, उनका एडिशन, मल्टीप्लिकेशन, उनका सब्ट्रैक्शन, डिवीजन किस तरीके से काम करता है, ओके। और क्या क्या चीज़ें हैं जो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स के थ्रू वी कैन लर्न, ओके। सो लेट्स मूव। So if someone wants to understand what is complex number, okay, so complex number is nothing, it is just the combination of two numbers, okay. So a complex number which is generally denoted by the symbol alpha, okay, that is a symbol generally we take to represent a complex number z, okay, and every complex number is written in this form x plus I by. It is written in the form of sum of two numbers where x and y both are real numbers, and the I we are using in this notation is the square root of minus 1. That is a value of I is defined, we call it as a iota. What we call it as a iota? This iota is found by the Euler, okay, but because it start with I, so we call it, because initially we call them imaginary numbers, so that's why the symbol we pick up to represent this number is iota, okay. So this iota is the square root of minus 1, and we know that there is no number whose square is negative, so that's why in that sense we call it as an imaginary number. So complex number is what? Complex number is just the combination of two numbers x plus I by. x plus I by में यहाँ प्लस का मतलब ये नहीं है कि हम x और y को आपस में ऐड कर रहे हैं, ओके। x प्लस आई वाई का मतलब ये बिल्कुल नहीं है कि हम x और y को आपस में ऐड कर रहे हैं। वी जस्ट ट्राई टू गेट द टू डिफरेंट टर्म्स रिटन टुगेदर टू फॉर्म अ न्यू टाइप ऑफ नंबर, ओके। सो x प्लस आई वाई में x दिखाता है नंबर के रियल पार्ट को और आई वाई दिखाता है नंबर के इमेजिनरी पार्ट को। आयोटा का मल्टीप्लिकेशन होने का मतलब ये है कि वो नंबर हमारा उस complex number का imaginary part है, that we will understand in the more detail in the next part, okay. So what we have x is called the real part of this complex number. As I've already told you, x is the real part of this number and y is the imaginary part of this number. Okay. Now, when we try to represent it in the form of complex plane, okay, in the form of this diagram, okay. So scientist is called Argand. He gave this concept of diagram. He draw this diagram as a x-axis and y-axis, and he called the x-axis as the real axis, and he called this vertical axis as imaginary axis. What we call it as a imaginary axis. Okay, I am a imaginary axis. Okay, so he used to call it imaginary axis, or this number is called the horizontal axis called the real axis. Okay, and this is the point which can be represented as an ordered pair in case of the Cartesian number system, but the same point is represented as z equal to x plus iy in the complex plane. What we call it as this figure or this plane can be called as a complex plane. So in this complex plane, the same point which is represented as an ordered pair of x comma y is represented like x plus iy, where x represent the real part or represent the distance on x axis, while the y represent the imaginary part which represent the height of the point from the x axis. Okay, so this is how we represent it on the diagram, and this diagram is called this imaginary axis is not here, this is my imaginary axis we have. Okay, so this is called the Argand diagram. This picture is called the Argand diagram, where we try to represent the complex number geometrically on the two-dimensional plane. Okay, now if we talk about the complex number 0 plus 0i is a pure real as well as pure imaginary number. This is a number which is as well as real as well as imaginary both. Okay, so 0 is basically a nothing which can be converted into a positive number, which can be written as a negative number, which can be considered as pure real number. This can also be considered as pure imaginary number. So that is as per the requirement of the situation. हम 0 को कुछ भी assume कर लेते हैं, because 0 is nothing basically. Okay, so 0 is a pure real number as well as pure imaginary number, but it is not imaginary. It may be either pure real or it is pure imaginary number. Okay, so if we talk about this x plus iy, it may have different forms. Okay, different form कौन सी हो सकती हैं? अगर हमारा y part 0 है, my z will be x and we call it as a pure real number. If my x part is 0, z को लिखेंगे हम iy, इसका मतलब it is a pure imaginary number, because इसके अंदर real part गायब हो गया है, x वहां पर नहीं है. कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर क्या होता है? कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इज जब हमारा न तो x 0 हो और न ही y 0 हो, दोनों ही चीजें हमारे पास अवेलेबल हो, नंबर इस फॉर्म में लिखा गया हो, तो उसको सिंपल हम कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर बोल देते हैं. ठीक है, सो दिस इज हाउ वी रिप्रेजेंट द कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर. यू कैन क्लासिफाई द कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, प्योर रियल नंबर, प्योर कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर एंड द सिंपल कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर. नाउ iota, okay, with the help of iota as we define, the iota is defined as I is defined as square root of -1. So there are a lot of algebra we can do with this iota. What type of algebra we can do with this iota? If we do the square on both sides, we get I square equal -1. If I need to calculate I cube, so what is I cube? I is a number. I is now a number. Okay, though we are calling it as a imaginary number, but ये एक basically number ही है, एक नया number है जिसके through हम एक number system को define कर रहे हैं. Okay, so I is a number जिसका square root और जिसका square negative है, -1 होता है. ठीक है, so I cube क्या है? हम numbers की power try calculate करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. So I cube can be considered as I square into I. Okay, and this is minus iota. Similarly, if I go for I to the power 4, so I to the power 4 can be calculated as I square into I square, which is -1 into -1 is +1. Okay, when you go for the next sequence, so you will go for the I5. Okay, so I is square root -1. When we go for I to the power 5, so what is I to the power 5? I to the power 5 is I4 into I, and that is I again. When we go for I to the power 6, I to the power 6 is I to the power 4 plus 2. So I to the power 4 is what? It is plus 1, while the I square is minus 1. So the result is minus 1. When you go for I to the power 7, you will get I to the power 4 plus 3. So it is I4 into I cube, and I cube is minus iota. Okay. So whenever we raise a positive integral powers on iota, we have a possibility, either you will receive minus 1, or you will receive plus 1, or you will receive minus iota, or you will receive iota only. Okay. So when it is I square, so I square is not, it is I4. Okay. So I4 is 1, I4n plus 1 is iota, I4n plus 2 is minus 1, and I4n plus 3 is minus iota. You can simply verify it. I4 is 1. So what is I4n plus 1? It will be I to the power 4 to the power n into iota. Okay. So I to the power 4 1 to the power n into iota, and it is simply iota. So this is how we can find all these expression. I to the power 4n plus 1 is iota, I to the power 4n plus 2 is minus 1, and I to the power 4n plus 3 is minus iota. Okay. So this is how we can okay. So what we can do now? We can find the higher powers of I. So if I am interested, say I to the power 2014, so I have to divide this 2014 with 4. Okay. So I can write it as I to the power 4 into 4 5s are 20. We have 0 and 503 plus 2. Okay. And I to the power 4 into 503 will be 1, and it remains with I square, which is minus 1. So with the help of this series, with the help of all these values, I square minus 1, I cube equal to minus iota, I4 is 1, and other powers of, we can find any expressions. Okay. We can verify that the result is 0 or not, the result is minus 1, or the result is plus 1. Okay. So it's a simple calculation of powers. Only we need to learn that I to the power 4n plus 1 is iota, I to the power 4n plus 2 is minus 1, when I to the power 4n plus 3 is minus iota. Okay. So this is the simple thing we need to learn, and I4 is plus 1, I to the power 4n is 1. This is one more result we should keep in mind. Okay. So this is how we can find them, the higher powers of iota. Now let's try to understand the operations or the arithmetic of complex number. Arithmetic means now we'll just try to understand कि numbers को हम add कैसे करते हैं, हमें numbers को multiply कैसे करते हैं, हमें numbers को divide और other operations किस तरीके से करते हैं. So whenever I need to add one complex number to another complex number, okay, if I need to add the one complex number to another complex number, will add real part to real and imaginary part to imaginary. That is the operation we need to follow. Real को real के साथ जोड़ दीजिए, imaginary को imaginary के साथ जोड़ दीजिए, and you will get your answer. The simple question can be, say अगर हमें 2 plus 3i को add करना है, suppose हमें इसको add करना है से -1 minus iota के साथ, what you will get? रियल पार्ट को एक साथ ऐड कर लीजिए, so it will be 2 minus 1. The real part of the first complex number is 2, real part of the second complex number is -1, और दूसरे में i को कॉमन करिए और 3 और -1, यहाँ का कोफिशिएंट हमारा -1 है. So what the answer will be? 1 plus 3 minus 1, 2 iota. So this is how we can add the two complex number. Okay. So एडिशन के लिए सिंपल रियल को रियल के साथ जोड़ देना है और इमेजिनरी को इमेजिनरी के साथ जोड़ देना है. ओके। सेम ऑपरेशन हमें सब्ट्रैक्शन में करना है। व्हेन वी गो फॉर द सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ द टू कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, तो सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ द टू कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर में हम एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर माइनस दूसरे कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर में रियल में से रियल पार्ट को माइनस करेंगे और इमेजिनरी में से इमेजिनरी पार्ट को माइनस करेंगे टू गेट माय difference of the two complex number. Now for the multiplication part, if I have to multiply one complex number with another complex number, we need to go for term by term multiplication, and after doing the term by term multiplication we should collect the real terms together and the imaginary terms together. Okay, so don't need to learn this formula. Okay, you can simply follow the operation. So a with goes c, that will give us the real part, and this b into d will also give the I square b into d, and I square is -1, so that becomes the real part. So ac minus bd will be there. Okay, and when the okay, so when we multiply this ib with c, when we multiply these two numbers together and we multiply these two numbers together, they will form the imaginary part a into iota into d. So I is common, we got a into d, and I into b into c, iota is common, we got b plus c. So it's a simple multiplication we are using. We can use the term by term multiplication, or you can learn this formula to get the multiplication of the two complex number. Now if I need to divide the complex number, or I need to find the reciprocal of the complex number, say 1 upon a plus iota b. So to get this 1 upon a plus iota b, we need to go for the rationalization process. So what we need to do in the rationalization process में हम इनको नीचे वाला जो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है उसके साथ एक दूसरे नंबर को मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं, एंड द सेकेंड नंबर वी आर मल्टीप्लाइंग टुगेदर हियर इज कॉल्ड द कॉन्जुगेट ऑफ a plus iota b. So we are going to discuss in the detail in the next part. a plus ib एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है, तो a minus ib इसका एक कॉन्जुगेट कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर बोलते हैं हम इसको. That we are going to discuss in detail. So for the time being you can just understand a plus ib is a complex number, while a minus iota b is a imaginary complex, the conjugate complex number. Okay, so now what we need to do, we have to multiply and divide by this complex, the conjugate of this complex number a plus iota b, and after that we are simply following the multiplication rules to get the separated real part and the imaginary part of it. Okay, so it is simply a square b square, and it is also a square plus b square. What we need to do, आपको multiply करना है denominator में a plus ib और a minus ib को. So we can apply the formula a square minus of iota b whole square, and I square will give you -1 and b square will be b square. So what you will get in denominator, a square plus b square, while in numerator there is no need to do any multiplication, it is a plus iota b. So we have a minus iota b. So my answer is a upon a square plus b square, while b upon a square plus b square. So that will be the complex number we have. In case of the quotient rule or the division of the two complex number, again we need to go for the rationalization process. We need to remove the iota sign from denominator, and to remove this iota from the denominator हम उसके conjugate से वहाँ multiply कर देते हैं. So we are multiplying with the conjugate number in denominator, we are multiplying with the conjugate number in numerator. So to cancel out the things, जिस चीज़ को हम अपनी तरफ से अपनी मर्जी से multiply कर रहे हैं उसको divide करके वहाँ से हटाना भी होता है. Okay, so that we are doing, and after that we are simply following the multiplication rule. Okay, we are following the multiplication rule in denominator. Okay, so that will give you the division. You can learn this relationship, or you can follow the operation to get the answer. So this is a square. These are the typo we have here. Okay, so that is the formula we have. So it's a simple addition multiplication we need to follow. Whenever we go for the addition of the two complex number, we need to do them term by term. That means real को real के साथ जोड़िए, imaginary को imaginary के साथ जोड़िए, real को real के साथ माइनस करिए, imaginary को imaginary के साथ माइनस करिए. जब हम दो complex number को multiply करते हैं, we can simply follow the term by term multiplication. सारे multiplication करिए, similar terms को एक जगह collect करिए, real parts को एक जगह ले लीजिए, imaginary parts को अलग ले लीजिए, and you will get your final result of the multiplication of two number. रेसिप्रोकल कर रहे हैं, डिवीजन कर रहे हैं, तो जो नीचे आयोटा है उसको खत्म करने के लिए, उसको हटाने के लिए, उसको डिनोमिनेटर से न्यूमरेटर में लाने के लिए हम कॉन्जुगेट से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं और कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं और a प्लस आयोटा बी कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर जो है उसका जो कॉन्जुगेट है वो a माइनस आयोटा बी होता है. ओके, now two complex numbers z1 and z said to be equal. Now we are just trying to understand some more concept between the complex number. Now what we are getting, हमारे पास दो नंबर हैं, एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है से x1, एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है हमारे पास x1 प्लस i y1, एक दूसरा कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है हमारे पास x2 प्लस iota y2. If someone is saying these two complex number are same, तो ये सिर्फ तभी पॉसिबल है जब इन दोनों का रियल पार्ट आपस में बराबर हो. दिस इज पॉसिबल इफ एंड ओनली इफ अगर x1 x2 के बराबर हो और y1 y2 के बराबर हो. That means the two complex number can be equal if the real part is equal to the real part or imaginary part is equal to the imaginary part. Okay, this relationship can be used for the comparison of the two complex number if one complex number is on the left side and another complex number is on the right hand side. Okay, now similarly the another point in the case of complex number, in the case of the real numbers, if someone is getting say p square plus q square equal 0, okay, and this result is implying that p and q both are 0. So in case of the complex number, if z1 square प्लस z2 स्क्वायर इज 0, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि z1 एंड z2 आर सेम एंड दे आर इक्वल टू 0. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी इन केस ऑफ द कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर. ओके, तो बहुत सारी ऐसी प्रॉपर्टीज हैं जो रियल नंबर सिस्टम में होती हैं लेकिन कॉम्प्लेक्स में नहीं होती हैं. बहुत सारी ऐसी प्रॉपर्टीज हैं जो रियल और कॉम्प्लेक्स में दोनों में सिमिलर होती हैं. कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर एक नया नंबर सिस्टम है तो ऑब्वियसली इसके पास कुछ एक्स्ट्रा प्रॉपर्टीज भी होंगी और जो रियल नंबर से अलग होंगी. ठीक है, नाउ another situation, in case of the real number system, the mod of x is defined as x and minus x, while the x is greater than 0 and this is when x is less than 0. But in case of the complex number, mod of z is not defined as z and minus z. It is not defined. Okay, mod of z is called the modulus. यहाँ मॉड ऑफ जेड को क्या बोलते हैं? मॉड ऑफ जेड को हम यहाँ बोलते हैं मॉडुलस. मॉडुलस का मतलब होता है कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर की डिस्टेंस ओरिजिन से. मॉड ऑफ जेड का यहाँ मतलब क्या है? मॉड ऑफ जेड का मतलब है कि कोई भी पॉइंट ओरिजिन से डायरेक्टली कितनी दूरी पे है उसको हम बोलते हैं मॉड ऑफ जेड. ओके, सो मॉड ऑफ जेड का मीनिंग, दैट मीन्स द साइन एंड दिस साइन हैव द डिफरेंट सेंस in case of the real number system and the complex number system. Okay, this is called the modulus function. It is also known as the modulus function, but यहाँ modulus function का मतलब distance से है. ये complex number की distance को show करता है from origin. Okay, now if z equal to x, y belongs to C, let's try to solve some problem. Okay, related to this JEE examination. So in this question एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है, वी आर राइटिंग दिस कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ऑर्डर्ड पेयर. ओके, व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इट, वी आर राइटिंग दिस कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ऑर्डर्ड पेयर. दैट इज एन अल्टरनेटिव वे टू राइट द कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर. ओके, नाउ व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, हमें एक ऐसा z निकालना है विच सेटिस्फाई दिस रिलेशनशिप. ओके, सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू, हम लेफ्ट और राइट साइड को कंपैरिजन करेंगे इस z को निकालने के लिए. सो व्हाट वी कैन अज्यूम इट, लेट माय z इज x प्लस i y. ये हमने अज्यूम किया, इसको रिप्लेस करिए. सो व्हाट वी हैव, x प्लस आई वाई होल स्क्वायर इंटू 1 प्लस आयोटा इक्वल -7 प्लस 17 आयोटा. ओके, expand this square, do the multiplication with 1 plus iota. So expansion will give you x square minus y square plus iota into 2xy into 1 plus iota equal to -7 plus 17 iota. Multiply this 1 plus iota here, so we have x square minus y square plus iota into 2xy, that is a multiplication with 1. Then we'll multiply it with I, x square minus y square plus iota into 2x by, that is with the I, and the right hand side we have minus 7 plus 17 iota. Okay. Now we'll go for the collection of like terms. So x square is the real term, minus y square is a real term. Another real term I'll receive when this iota is multiplied with this iota 2x by. So it will give us minus 2xy. This is the real part of this addition. Now we'll go for the imaginary term. So iota यहाँ से common होगा. We have 2x by with the plus sign, and we have iota x square. So I square x square minus y square, and we have minus 7 plus 17 iota. Now we'll compare real to real, imaginary to imaginary. So we have x square minus y square minus 2xy equal minus 7, and we have x square plus y square minus, we have okay. So we have x square minus y square plus 2xy equal 17. You can solve these two equations to get the solution of x and y. So once you solve them, your x will be minus 3 and y will be minus 2. So that means the z we are looking is x plus iy. So minus is common, we get minus 3 minus 2 iota. Okay, so that will be the final answer for this problem. This is the value of z which will satisfy this relationship, z square 1 plus iota equal minus 7 plus 17 iota. Okay, so that is the solution for this problem. Okay, now another example that is in the JEE Advanced in the previous years. We have a polynomial type of equation, x square plus 2 into 1 plus 2 iota x minus 11 plus 2i equal to 0. It's a polynomial in the second degree equation. You can call it as a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. Okay, बट इसके जो कोफिशिएंट है वो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर में है. सो आप इसे एक कॉम्प्लेक्स पॉलिनोमियल बोल सकते हैं. हमें इस कॉम्प्लेक्स पॉलिनोमियल में x की वैल्यूज निकालनी है, रूट्स निकालने हैं. Okay, so how we can do it? We can simply perform the quadratic formula to find the x value. So quadratic formula can give us x. So we can find x equal minus b plus minus b square. So it will be 4 1 plus 2 iota square, that is b square minus 4 a is 1 and c is minus, so you can make it plus sign 11 plus 2 iota, and it will be divided by 2a. Okay, now so what we have, minus 2 1 plus 2 iota plus minus, let's try to solve the things under the square root sign. So we have a 4 is there. Now we can take this 4 out of the bracket, this square root sign as well. Okay, so let's do it. इस 4 को बाहर निकाल देते हैं, and what we have in the square root sign, that become 2, sorry, it will be 2 when it comes out of the square root sign, and we'll expand this square, so a square. Now the plus b square will give you 4 iota square, and 4 iota square में iota square is minus 1, so it will be minus 4. इसके बाद क्या होगा, minus 4, then we have a 2ab, so 2ab will give you 4 iota. In next part में we have 1 plus 2 iota. Okay, 4ab 1 plus 2 iota. Okay, and now it is divided by 2. So what we have, minus 2 1 plus 2 iota plus minus 2, स्क्वायर रूट में हमारे पास क्या बचा, 1 plus 1 is 2, 4 plus 2 iota is 6 iota, and minus 4 with this plus 2 sign will give us minus 4, and plus 2 will give us minus 2. 4 plus 2i is 6 iota, and it is divided by 2. So what we have now, we can cancel out this 2 and 2 and 2, so we have a minus 1 minus 2 iota and plus minus square root of minus 2 plus 6 iota divided by nothing. So you can say at this moment we have the values of x, which can be simplified further for the more simplification. Yeah. So I think we did a little mistake in the calculation. What mistake we have did? The real part we have is x11 plus 2i, the constant part. So we have just do little calculation change. It is 11 plus 2 iota. So we have 11 plus 2 iota. So 11 plus 12 minus 4 is 8. It will be 8. What we have, it is under the square root sign, 1 plus 11 12, 12 minus 4 is 8, and 8 plus 6 iota. Okay, so it will be 8 plus 6 iota. Okay, so that is the answer. You can go with this calculation. Okay. Okay, so now let's move for the next problem. Okay, so we need to evaluate one polynomial where the f is given as 3 plus 2, sorry, where we need to find the f of 3 plus 2i, the fx is defined. Okay, so what we'll do here, okay, we will take this 3 plus 2i, we'll take this 3 plus 2i, yeah, 3 plus 2i as just a second. So what we need to do here, we will assume it is the, let's say it is my, say it is y, okay, 3 plus 2 iota, or because we are in the complex number system, so we need to denote it 3 plus 2i equal z. Okay, now let's go for the square of this number. Okay, 3 plus 2i का square कर लेते हैं. Okay, and so what is the 3 plus 2i square? Z square equal 3 plus 2i square. Okay, so what is the square? Please expand it. Or what we can do, let's do one change. We'll go for 2i equals z minus 3. Now let's do the square on both sides. Okay, before doing the square, z minus 3. Okay, so now we'll do the square on both sides. Let me erase it. So what we have, 2i is transferred z minus 3. Now we'll do the square. So 2i square and the right hand side z minus 3 square. So what we have, what you will receive, we receive 4 iota square equal z square plus 9 minus 6z. Okay, 4 iota square is minus 4. So we'll take every term on the right side, z square minus 6z, and minus 4 will go to that side. 9 plus 4, 13 equal 0. So that is the complex number we have. 3 plus 2 iota is a complex number, and this complex number is satisfying the equation z square minus 6z plus 13 equal to 0. So what we'll do, ये कह सकते हैं कि हमारा कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर अगर x से डिनोट किया जाए, दैट मीन्स एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 6x प्लस 13 विल बी 0. सो व्हाट वी विल डू इन दिस केस, ये जो पॉलिनोमियल हमें दिया है, हम इस पॉलिनोमियल को ब्रेक करेंगे इन टर्म्स ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 6x प्लस 13 टू यूज दिस रिलेशनशिप. सो लेट्स गो फॉर इज fx इक्वल x4. okay, so what we'll do, x4 minus 4x cube plus 4x square. We'll try to simplify these three terms together. So we can take x square common, and what you will receive, I need we'll do little change before, yeah. So what we'll do some adjustment, we'll go for x4 minus 6x cube plus 13x square. So minus 6x cube and minus 4x cube, I need 2x cube there. So minus 6x cube plus 2x cube is minus 4x cube, while 13x square minus 9x square will give us 4x square. तो हमने 9x square को ऐड किया, सब्ट्रैक्ट किया, and now what we have, plus 4x square there. Sorry, 4x square को तो हम already adjust कर चुके हैं. Okay, remaining terms are 8x plus 44. Now from the first three term, x square is common and we receive x square minus 6x plus 30. So that will be 0 now. In the remaining part, what we'll take, we'll consider these three terms together and we'll try to adjust them. 2x cube, we cannot take 2 out of this bracket. So right now we'll not take it, we'll take it later on. Okay. Oh sorry. It is plus 13x square minus 6 था, so it is 2x cube, then it was 9x square, and the last was 8x. Okay, so what we'll go for it, I'll go for 2x cube, I'll add 3x square, I'll subtract 3x square. Okay, and then if we go for 8x plus 18x minus 18x plus 44. Okay, so what it is, x square into 0 plus 2x cube minus 9 and minus 3x square is minus 12x square, and what we have, the next 8x plus 18x will take is 26x, and what the remaining terms we have, what we remain with this 3x square with the plus sign, we remains with minus 18x and plus 44, and we'll take this 44 as 39 plus 3, oh sorry, 39 plus 5. Okay, so now what we have, 0 plus, now out of these terms the 2 is common, we have 2x is common, sorry, not 2 is common, it is 2x is common. So 0 plus 2x is common, we have x square minus 6x plus 13 equal, and it is 0, so this term will also be 0. In the remaining terms, 3 is common, we have x square minus 6x plus 13, the last is 5. Okay, so simply the answer is 5. So this is how we can call it, it is 5. Okay, so we need to do some little adjustment. Initially what we have done this 3x plus 2y को हमने माना था z, इसके बाद हमने 3 को इधर ट्रांसफर किया था, स्क्वायर किया, स्क्वायर के बाद वी गेट दिस रिलेशनशिप कि हमारा कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर जो है वो एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 6x प्लस 13 का बेसिकली एक रूट है, वो इसको 0 करता है. सो व्हाट वी डिड कि हमें जो पॉलिनोमियल कैलकुलेट करना था, वी हैव जस्ट रिड्यूस दैट पॉलिनोमियल इन द फॉर्म ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 6 प्लस 13, एंड आफ्टर दैट वी रीच टू द सॉल्यूशन. द आंसर इज 5. Now let move to the some important terms associated with the complex number. What are these terms? Conjugate, we have already tried to understand. Okay, imaginary numbers में ये आपका complex number conjugate क्या होता है? So conjugate what? It is just the mirror image of the point corresponding to the x-axis. Okay, so suppose that this is the point. Let me change. Yeah. Okay, so pardon please. Yeah, okay, so there is a point, this is the point in the x y coordinate and इसकी जो image है वो यहाँ से same distance पे, the distance we have taken the same distance पे नीचे इसकी एक image बनेगी. अगर इस point के coordinate हैं z equal to x plus i y, तो obviously नीचे जो image बनेगी उसके जो coordinate होंगे वो होंगे x minus i y, और इसको एक नया नाम दे देते हैं हम z बार. So अगर z है x plus i y, तो इसका जो कॉन्जुगेट बनेगा वो इमेजिनरी पार्ट का साइन बदलना है, हमें सिर्फ इमेजिनरी पार्ट का साइन बदलना है, एंड वी कॉल इट एज अ कॉन्जुगेट कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर. ओके, सो कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट में क्या करते हैं हम? कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट में सिर्फ एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का इमेजिनरी पार्ट जो होता है उसके साइन को चेंज कर देते हैं. तो z एंड z बार दे आर कॉल्ड कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट टू ईच अदर. z का कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट है z बार और z बार का कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट है z. तो दोनों एक दूसरे के कॉन्जुगेट नंबर कहलाते हैं. x प्लस आई बाई एंड x माइनस आई बाई दे आर द कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट टू ईच अदर. तो अगर हम एक छोटे छोटे एग्जांपल्स डिस्कस करने की कोशिश करें, ओके, फॉर द कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, अगर हमें 2 प्लस 3i का कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट लिखना है, इट इज 2 माइनस 3 iota i. अगर हमें माइनस 2 प्लस 3 iota का कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर कॉन्जुगेट लिखना है, इट इज माइनस 2 माइनस 3i. सो व्हाट यू अंडरस्टैंड विद इट, हमें सिर्फ और सिर्फ इमेजिनरी पार्ट्स के साइन को चेंज करना होता है. इमेजिनरी पार्ट्स, रियल पार्ट के साइन को हम टच नहीं करते हैं टू गेट दी कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट नंबर. ओके, सिमिलरली अगर हमारा z है x प्लस आई बाई, इसका कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट होगा x माइनस आई बाई. अगर हम इन दोनों नंबर्स को ऐड कर देंगे तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? ट्वाइस रियल ऑफ z. तो ये जो x है इसको बोलते हैं रियल पार्ट ऑफ z, y को बोलते हैं इमेजिनरी पार्ट, I am imaginary part of z, or you can simply put it as I of z. Okay, so z minus z bar will give you 2i of imaginary z. Okay, ये 2 iota y हो जाता है बेसिकली जब आप इनको माइनस करते हैं. ठीक है, so y is what? Y is called the imaginary part of z. When we multiply the two complex number, complex conjugate number, sorry. Okay, so when you multiply this z equal to x plus iy and z equal to x minus iy, when you try to multiply them, real with real, imaginary with imaginary, when you will go for the term by term multiplication, will get this answer x square plus y square. और इसको हम फ्यूचर में we are going to call it as a mod of z square. It is also considered as mod of z square. So mod of z square is z into z bar. We'll take this property later on. If z lies in the first quadrant, z bar lies in the fourth quadrant, obviously the x-axis behaves like a mirror for the complex conjugate numbers. तो अगर कोई नंबर यहाँ पे है तो उसका कॉन्जुगेट कहाँ होगा? यहाँ पे. अगर कोई नंबर यहाँ पे है उसका कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट कहाँ होगा? यहाँ पे. तो फर्स्ट वाले कोऑर्डिनेट्स का फोर्थ में होगा, सेकंड वालों का थर्ड में होगा, थर्ड वालों का सेकंड में होगा, फोर्थ वालों का फर्स्ट में होगा. कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट नंबर हमेशा x-axis को मिरर समझ के किए जाते हैं. ठीक है. Also, what they are just trying to explain कि suppose एक function है हमारा x plus i y जो f of a i by है, तो x minus i by can be defined as the function of a minus i b. Like suppose 2 plus 3i whole cube is x plus i by, तो 2 minus 3i by whole cube can be written as x minus iota by. Or the sin alpha plus iota b is x plus i by, तो sin alpha minus iota b will be x minus iota by. So that is the simple assumptions we can do. Okay. Some more properties we have already discussed. Z plus z bar, it is 0 if z is a purely number. Okay, pure imaginary number. Z minus z bar is 0 means if z is a pure real number. Okay, now what is modulus? That is important part we have. So modulus is what? Say this is the point we are interested in the complex plane. Okay, this is the point we have, and the coordinate of this point is z equal to x plus I by in the complex number system. So in this complex number system इस point को अगर हम एक straight line के through origin से join करा दें तो इसको हम बोलते हैं distance of the point from the origin, और इसे बोलते हैं modulus of the complex number. So that modulus of the complex number is r equal to mod of z, and the angle joining between this line and the positive x-axis is theta. इस theta को हम बोलते हैं amplitude of the complex number that we are going to discuss in the next part. Okay, so that is called the modulus. So modulus is what? अगर हम ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक ज्योमेट्री के थोड़े से कंसेप्ट लगाने की कोशिश करें, सो ऑर्डर्ड पेयर में इसकी वैल्यू हो गई x बाई, सो दिस डिस्टेंस इज y, दिस डिस्टेंस इज s, इट्स अ द राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल. इन दैट राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल वी कैन यूज द पाइथागोरस थ्योरम. सो पाइथागोरस थ्योरम विल गिव अस ये जो डिस्टेंस है वो है स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई स्क्वायर, और इसी डिस्टेंस को हमने डिनोटेशन दिया है r या mod of z. So mod of z या r is the square root of x square plus y square. It is called the modulus of the complex number, और modulus का मतलब होता है the distance of the complex number from origin. The distance of the complex number from origin. Okay. Now let's move. Yeah. So what is argument? Argument or amplitude we are going to discuss in the next part. Principal value of argument and other thing. So this is the point. ये हमने इस point को this is the point. इस point को हमने join करा दिया. इस point को हमने join करा दिया origin से, और ये distance को हमने mod of z बोल दिया. ये angle हमारा theta हो गया. Theta is called the argument. Theta is called the argument, और इस argument की जो value होती है वो 2n plus minus ये theta जो है, this theta is called the angle between the line joining to that point to with x-axis. So इस theta को हम बोलते हैं argument of z. जब इस theta की value minus pi से plus pi के बीच में होती है, we call it as a principal argument. Principal argument को एक और नाम देते हैं हम, amplitude बोलते हैं उसको. ठीक है ना, तो ये principal argument को दिखाता है. ठीक, थीटा की वैल्यू जो 0 से 2 पाई के बीच में लाई करती है, ओके, उसे बोलते हैं लीस्ट पॉजिटिव आर्ग्यूमेंट. ओके, सो दीज आर सिंपल टर्म्स वी यूज्ड. ओके, now let's try to solve some more questions. Find the modulus of this 1 plus iota upon 1 minus iota minus 1 minus iota upon 1 plus iota. So it's a simple arithmetic question. Okay, you can do it easily. So what we need to do, we need to go for the LCM process. So LCM के according we have 1 minus iota into 1 plus iota, okay, in denominator, and in the numerator you will receive 1 plus iota whole square and minus 1 minus iota square. So what is 1 plus iota square? 1 plus iota square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Then we have a minus sign, a square plus b square minus 2ab divided by 1 minus iota. 1 plus iota will give you 1 plus 1. Okay, so it is what? The cancel, 1 is cancelled with 1, iota square can be cancelled with this iota square. We have the 4 iota upon 2, and that is 2 iota. Okay, so now what we can do, my जो number है, that number 1 plus I upon 1 minus I is minus 1 minus I upon 1 plus I. We have simplified this number as 2 iota. So z is 2 iota. Then what is my modulus of z? Modulus of इस number को हम लिख सकते हैं 0 plus 2 iota because it's a pure imaginary number. So modulus of z is 0 square plus 2 square. The answer is 2. So that is the modulus of this the function 1 plus I upon 1 minus I minus 1 minus iota upon 1 plus iota. So this is how we can find the modulus of this function. Okay, now if alpha and beta are the different complex number with beta equal to 1, then find beta minus alpha upon 1 minus beta alpha bar. Okay, so what we have? We have mod beta equal to 1. Okay, so what we'll go for is beta square equal to 1. We have all just discussed the beta square can be written as beta into beta bar equal to 1. Okay, beta minus बीटा बार इक्वल टू 1. सो लेट्स मूव टू दैट प्रॉपर्टी नाउ, जिसको हमें फाइंड करना है, जिस वैल्यू को हमें निकालना है बेसिकली. सो व्हाट वी हैव, बीटा इक्वल टू 1, बीटा स्क्वायर इक्वल टू 1. So it is beta into beta bar equal to 1. Now we are going to find this beta minus alpha upon 1 minus beta alpha bar. Okay, so beta minus alpha, ये जो नीचे 1 है इसको हमने रिप्लेस कर दिया बीटा बीटा बार माइनस बीटा अल्फा से. ओके, बीटा माइनस अल्फा अपॉन दोनों में से बीटा कॉमन किया जा सकता है, सॉरी ये बीटा कॉमन किया जा सकता है. वी हैव बीटा बार माइनस अल्फा बार, beta bar minus alpha bar. Okay, so what the question is asking now, what they are asking, if alpha and beta are different complex number with modulus of beta equal to 1, then find this beta minus alpha upon 1 minus beta alpha bar. So could you please suggest me what we can do? Okay, so what we can do now, we can take the modulus of this function, put the modulus sign. Okay, and as per the modulus property, modulus of z upon z1 upon z2 is can be simplified as modulus of z1 divided by modulus of z2. Okay, so it will be the modulus of beta minus alpha divided by beta and modulus of this beta minus alpha bar. Okay, so this is the property we have just used from the complex number, the properties of modulus numbers. Okay, and now these are the distances of the point from the origin. Okay, तो मॉडुलस के केस में मॉडुलस क्या दिखाता है, मॉडुलस किसी भी कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर की ओरिजिन से डिस्टेंस दिखाता है. तो कोई भी पॉइंट ओरिजिन से जितनी दूर है उसका कॉम्प्लेक्स, उसका कॉन्जुगेट नंबर भी ओरिजिन से सेम उतनी ही डिस्टेंस पर होता है. सो दीज वैल्यूज आर बेसिकली सेम. इनको हम यहाँ से रिमूव कर सकते हैं. वी हैव मॉडुलस दिस वन एंड इट इज 1. So what we have now, we have just find this value, that modulus of beta minus alpha upon 1 minus beta alpha bar is 1. This is the value we have find for this modulus. Okay. The change in the problem, sorry. So that we need to they are looking for this value. Now find the number of non-zero integral solution of this equation 1 minus modulus of 1 minus I to the power x equal to 2 to the power x. So how we can find the value of x in this equation? Okay, just thought it for a few seconds, then let's proceed for the solution. So what the equation is given us, we have this relationship. What we have? We have mod 1 minus iota to the power x equal to 2 to the power x. Now mod of x plus iy is square root of x square plus y square. So by using this idea, we have the square root of 1 square plus 1 square to the power x equal 2 to the power x. So what we have? 2 to the power 1 by 2 the power x equal 2 to the power x. So we have 2 to the power x upon 2 equal 2 to the power x. Now compare the power with power, we have x by 2 equal to x. So it is x by 2 equals 0. So what we have? X equal to 0. So this is the integral value which will satisfy this equation, modulus of 1 minus iota to the power x equal to the power x. Okay, it's a simple arithmetic है, थोड़ा सा अगर ध्यान से करेंगे तो आसानी से आपको ये आंसर मिल जाएगा. Now let's proceed one more example. X plus iota y to the power 1 upon 3 equal a plus iota b. हमें प्रूफ करना है x upon a plus y upon b equal to 4a square plus b square. Okay, again we have the problem for the JEE Advance. Okay, so what we'll assume now, what we have, the problem given us x plus iy to the power 1 upon 3 equal a plus ib. Okay, so now what we have to go, we'll go for, sorry, x plus iy to the power 1 upon 3 equal a plus ib. Okay, so we'll transfer this 1 upon 3 to that side. We have x plus I by equal a plus iota b cube, and now a plus iota b cube can be expanded as a cube plus b cube plus 3a square b plus 3a b square. Okay, so what we have, x plus iy equal a cube, iota cube is minus iota, so it is minus iota b cube, then we have iota into 3a square b, in the next we have iota square which is minus 3ab square. Collect the real terms together, so a cube and minus 3ab square will be in one bracket, while with the iota is common and 3a square b minus b cube will be in second bracket. Okay, so from here what we have x equal a cube minus 3ab square, and from here we have x upon a equal a square minus 3b square. We have y equal 3a square b minus b cube, so we have y upon b equal 3a square minus b square. Now what I need to do, we need to add them only, so x upon a plus y upon b, and what the result is, 4 is out and we have a square plus b square. Is it plus sign? What the question is asking, we need to add them. So while we are going to add them, a square with a square will give you 3a square, b square will give you 3 square. The answer should be minus b square. Just change it. This problem should be 4 of a square minus b square. Yeah, so this is how we can proceed for the solution. Now let's move to the next part. Yeah, now let's move to the different representation of the complex number. Okay, so this is the simple graphical representation of the complex plane. We have the x-axis, we have the y-axis, vertical axis is called the imaginary axis. All pure imaginary numbers goes on this axis, all pure real numbers goes on the x-axis. Okay, अगर हमारा रियल पार्ट 0 से बड़ा है तो राइट साइड में चला जाएगा, 0 से छोटा है तो लेफ्ट साइड में चला जाएगा. सिमिलरली इमेजिनरी पार्ट अगर पॉजिटिव है तो आप ओरिजिन से ऊपर होंगे, नेगेटिव इमेजिनरी है तो इससे नीचे होंगे. ओके, सो दैट इज दी ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन. इसके अंदर हम किसी भी पॉइंट को दिखा सकते हैं कि सपोज हमें एक पॉइंट इस प्लेन में दिखाना है, से दी z इक्वल 2 minus 3i. Okay, so in form of the ordered pair it is 2 minus 3, so that means my x is 2, so this is 2 and say y is minus 3, so this point will be 2 minus 3, or in form of the complex number it is 2 minus 3 iota. So simple can be denoted as a complex plane. किसी भी situation में आप इस तरीके से इनको represent करा सकते हैं. Okay, now another the representation of the complex number, the algebraic form. If z equal to x plus I by, then the mod of z is simply square root of x square plus y square. Z equal to x minus I by, the complex conjugate number it is. The complex conjugate z bar is equal to x minus I by, theta equal to tan inverse y upon x. Okay, polar form क्या होता है? Polar form is just another way to write the complex number. Okay, तो polar form को समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. In the case of Cartesian system, okay, हम किसी भी पॉइंट को 2 डायमेंशनल प्लेन में लोकेट करते हैं. सपोज ये हमारा पॉइंट है x, y, तो इस पॉइंट को लोकेट करने के लिए वी नीड टू मूव x डिस्टेंस हॉरिजेंटली, वी नीड टू मूव y डिस्टेंस वर्टिकली टू रीच दिस पॉइंट. इसी पॉइंट को अप्रोच करने के लिए हम एक और तरीका यूज करते हैं. दैट तरीका इज कि हम ओरिजिन से x एक्सिस से थीटा एंगल पे घूमने के बाद हम यहाँ से सीधे चलेंगे और इस पॉइंट तक पहुंचेंगे r डिस्टेंस कवर करने के बाद. ओके, सो दिस सिस्टम इज कॉल्ड द पोलर रिप्रेजेंटेशन, यानी कि पॉइंट्स के कोऑर्डिनेट को उसकी ओरिजिन से डिस्टेंस और उस लाइन को एक्स एक्सिस से ज्वाइन करने वाली लाइन के बीच के एंगल के थ्रू जब हम रिप्रेजेंट कराते हैं तो सिस्टम को बोलते हैं पोलर सिस्टम। सो पोलर सिस्टम में उसी पॉइंट को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं आर और थीटा की मदद से, जहां पे आर उस पॉइंट की डिस्टेंस होती है ओरिजिन से और थीटा उसको ज्वाइन करने वाली लाइन और एक्स एक्सिस के बीच का एंगल होता है। So this is how we represent the points with another number system, and when we use the concept of trigonometry, this distance is x, this distance is y, so we can simply have the relationship x upon if we go for say sin theta and cos theta, sin theta will be y upon r and cos theta will be x upon r. Okay, so from here we have x equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Okay, so that relationship is called the relationship between the Cartesian coordinates and the polar coordinates. और जब हम इसको हम अपने पोलर सिस्टम में यूज करते हैं, so if my z is x plus iy and when x is r cos theta plus iota sin theta. Okay, so इसको बोलते हैं हम कॉम्प्लेक्स रिप्रेजेंटेशन। ओके, फ्यूचर में जब आप डिमाइवर्स थ्योरम सीख जाते हैं तो डिमाइवर्स थ्योरम में cos थीटा प्लस आयोटा sin थीटा इज रिलेटेड e रेज़ टू द पावर आयोटा थीटा, तो हम इस तरीके से एक और नया तरीका निकाल लेते हैं टू रिप्रेजेंट द कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर। तो पोलर फॉर्म में वी हैव r cos थीटा प्लस आयोटा sin थीटा, एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्म we have z equal to r e raised to the power iota theta, and in both the situation r is the modulus of z while theta is the amplitude of z. That means the value amplitude of z while theta is lying between minus pi to plus pi. Okay, एक नोटेशन हमने यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है, दैट इज r इंटू सिस थीटा. सिस थीटा इज नथिंग, वी हैव r इंटू cos थीटा प्लस आयोटा sin थीटा. So this r is taken from here, c is taken from here, sorry, and I is taken from this position, s is taken from here, and theta. So that's why we call it as a r cis theta. That is a simple representation we are taking. एक दूसरा तरीका है जो उसको शॉर्ट करके लिखने के लिए हमने यूज किया हुआ है. Okay. Now, exponential form I have already discussed with the help of De Moivre's theorem. With the help of De Moivre's theorem or De Moivre's theorem, we can represent a complex number as z equal to r e raised to the power iota theta. और इसके थ्रू हम बहुत सारी आइडेंटिटीज बना लेते हैं. आइडेंटिटीज क्या बना लेते हैं? हमारे पास रिप्रेजेंटेशन हो गया e raised to the power iota theta equal to cos theta plus आयोटा साइन थीटा. यहाँ से अगर हम इनको आपस में ऐड कर दें, इनको सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दें, वी कैन हैव द सिंपल रिलेशनशिप्स. ऑल दीज रिलेशनशिप यू कैन ड्राइव विद द हेल्प ऑफ ऑल दीज रिप्रेजेंटेशंस. ओके, ये सब आइडेंटिटीज हम पढ़ चुके हैं. ऑल दीज आर द आइलर्स आइडेंटिटीज. ओके, hyperbolic notations, when we have the such relationship with the real number system, we call them as the hyperbolic trigonometric functions. Okay, so that is another theory, another the part of mathematics, the part of hypergeometric trigonometric functions. Okay, another form is the vector form. थोड़ा सा कम देखने को मिलता है, but we have the vector form representation for the complex point as well. So what is that? The complex point is z equal to x plus I by, और उसको अगर हम सेंटर से ज्वाइन करने वाली लाइन के थ्रू दिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, हम उसे बोलते हैं vector notation. Okay, so vector notation is just the simple notation we have for the simple points. Okay, now let's try some more questions related to the complex number system. The complex is z equal to 1 plus cos 6 iota by 5 plus I sin iota 6 by 5. We need to find the modulus of the situation and I need to find the amplitude of z. Okay, so let's proceed for this one. Okay, so what we are going to do, हम थोड़ा सा अर्थमेटिक यूज करेंगे, टिग्नोमेट्री यूज करने वाले हैं इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए. So क्या करना है, let's start it. Okay, so 1 plus cos will use the formula of cos 2 theta equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. हम इस रिलेशनशिप को यूज करेंगे. So what is the इसको let's use it 2 cos square theta minus 1. Okay, so as per this relationship, we'll simply consider this cos 2 theta as 1 plus cos 2 theta as 2 cos square theta. Okay, so I'll go for 1 plus cos into 2 into 3 pi by 5, which is 6 pi by 5. It is 2 cos square 3 pi by 5. Okay, so that relationship we'll use here. Okay, so it is z equal 1 plus cos will be 2 cos square 3 by 3 pi by 5 प्लस आयोटा, साइन को भी हम साइन 2x से एक्सपेंड कर लेंगे, इट विल बी 2 साइन 3 पाई बाई 5 इंटू कॉस 3 पाई बाई 5. ओके, वी हैव समथिंग कॉमन, z सॉरी 2 कॉमन है, cos 3 पाई बाई 5 कॉमन है, ब्रैकेट में हमारे पास बचता है cos 3 पाई बाई 5 और बचता है आयोटा sin 3 pi by 5. Okay, so that will be my r here. R is 2 cos 3 by 5, and from here we can find the amplitude of z, theta will be 3 pi by 5. So this is the simple calculations we can do. Okay, so let's move another example. Okay, now shows that the locus of this point p omega, this is the p omega we have, yeah, it is the p omega denoting the complex number z plus 1 upon z on the complex plane is a standard ellipse where the mod of z equal to alpha mod of z equal to a, where a is not equal to 0 and 1. We need to show it that p omega is जो है वो complex number z plus 1 upon z के locus को show करता है. Okay, so let's proceed for this one. Just give me a second please. Okay, so what we can do, हम अज्यूम करेंगे ओमेगा इक्वल टू एक्स प्लस आई बाई. ओके, हम अज्यूम कर लेते हैं ओमेगा इक्वल टू एक्स प्लस आई बाई और z इक्वल टू अज्यूम कर लेते हैं अल्फा प्लस आयोटा बीटा. वी हैव द टू कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इन द सिस्टम नाउ. ओमेगा है और एक z है, सो z इज कंसीडर एज एल प्लस अल्फा प्लस आयोटा बीटा और ओमेगा इज कंसीडर एक्स प्लस आई बाई. ओके, सो लेट्स ट्राई टू गो फॉर इट. Let omega equal to this z plus 1 upon z. Okay, omega equal to z plus 1 upon z. So what the omega is? X plus iy, and z is alpha plus iota beta plus 1 upon alpha plus iota beta we have. Okay, now I need to simplify this expression. I need to simplify this expression for the further processing. So what will go? We go for the rationalization process. ये जो अल्फा प्लस आयोटा बीटा यहाँ नीचे है, इसको हम यहाँ से हटाने के लिए we'll go for the complex conjugate. So alpha plus iota beta will multiply it with alpha minus iota beta with the conjugate, and denominator we get alpha square minus beta square, alpha square plus beta square, sorry, you will get this one alpha square plus beta square. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll collect the real terms together, imaginary terms together. So what is my real terms? Alpha plus alpha upon alpha square plus beta square. This is the real terms we have, and imaginary terms I is common, beta minus beta upon alpha square plus beta square. Okay, so we have just collect the real terms together, imaginary terms together, and now we can make the comparison on both sides. Okay, so that comparison will give us x equal alpha is common 1 plus 1 upon alpha square plus beta square, and y equal beta is common 1 minus 1 upon alpha square plus beta square. Okay, so that we have for the x and y. Now what we can do further, we can simply go for the some other processing. We can transfer this alpha to the left side, we can transfer this beta to the right left side. So what we have now, okay, so what we have, x upon alpha equal to 1 plus 1 upon alpha square plus beta square, and y upon beta is 1 minus 1 upon alpha square plus beta square. Okay, so now what we need to go for it, अब हम इनको square करेंगे. Okay, and let's try to get some results. We have one more relationship with us, that mod of z equal to a, and my z is x plus I by z equal to alpha plus I by, so it is alpha square plus beta square equal to a square. This is the relationship we can use it here. Okay, so what is the x upon alpha is equal to 1 plus 1 upon a square, and what is y upon beta, 1 minus 1 upon a square. Okay, and my a cannot be 0 in this case. Okay, so now let's go for the I need to show that the locus is ellipse, so let's go for that processing. Okay, from here I can find my alpha as alpha square plus beta square. Okay, so let's go for this alpha square plus beta square. Okay, or not alpha square plus beta square, we need to show ellipse here. Just a second, guys. Okay, so what we can do, so we have we'll take x square upon 1 plus 1 upon a square whole square, which is alpha square, and y square upon 1 minus 1 upon a square whole square equal alpha square plus beta square. Okay, and what we have now, alpha square plus beta square is a square. Okay, and now what we can do, we can take this a square to the left side, and this will give us x square upon a plus 1 upon a square plus y square upon a minus 1 upon a whole square equal 1, and this shows the locus is ellipse. Okay, x square upon a square plus y square upon v square equal to 1. So that shows the locus of this p omega is the ellipse we have. Okay, let's move to the little more properties about the complex number system. So what is the properties we have? The properties are suppose that we have numbers z, z1, z2 that belongs to the complex number system, then the z plus z bar can give us the real part, z minus z bar can give us the imaginary part. This third property shows that the conjugate of conjugate is again the same complex number. अगर हम एक conjugate को दो बार try करते हैं तो वापस से हमें वही number मिल जाता है जिससे हमने start किया होता है. Another property we have is what we have is z1 plus z2 bar. So z1 plus z2 bar is z1 bar plus z2 bar. Okay, this is the property we have. The same property we have for the difference, z1 minus z2 bar is z1 bar minus z2 bar. Okay, we have another property is z1 into z2 bar is z1 bar into z2 bar. Okay, so these are few properties. Similar we have for the property for division, z1 upon z2, and we have the bar on it, so this can be simplified as division of z1 bar upon z2 bar, where the z2 bar should not be 0. Okay, हम division के केस में नीचे कभी 0 नहीं रख सकते, so that we should take care here. Okay, these are the properties for the conjugate. Similarly, we have the properties for the modulus. Modulus of z is greater than or equal to 0. It is the distance of the point from the origin. So if the point is not origin, the distance must be positive. Okay, mod of z real की value imaginary से बड़ी है. All these are the simple properties that we can understand. So what is the first property we are trying to say? The distance of the point, just a sec, yeah, okay, that modulus of z, modulus of z bar, the modulus of minus z, all these are same. They are representing the same point with the negative and positive directions, but all these points will be the same distance from the origin, so the modulus is same. Okay, we have already used this property in one example. Z into z bar is modulus of z the mod of z whole square. Okay, if my mod of z equal to 1, then z bar is 1 upon z. Okay, we have this property modulus of z1 into z2 equal to modulus of z1 into modulus of z2. So these are some simple properties. Okay, if we have the modulus of z1 upon z2, it is the modulus of z1 divided by modulus of z2, provided that modulus of z2 should not be 0. Okay, if we have the modulus of z to the power n, it is the modulus of z to the power n, अंदर से power या बाहर से power, that will give you the same relationship. Okay, now another property we have as the sixth property, the mod of modulus of z1 plus z2 whole square plus modulus of z1 minus z2 whole square equal to, so what the property is, modulus of z1 plus z2 square plus modulus of z1 minus z2 whole square, it is what, it is equal to the twice of modulus of z1 square plus modulus of z2 square. Okay, this property we can use. Another property that is an important property, okay, that property is the triangle inequality. So what is the triangle inequality? The triangle inequality, we have mod of z1 minus mod of z2 and the whole modulus. Okay, this value will be less than equal to, this value will be less than equal to the modulus of z1 plus z2. Okay, this property will be less than of modulus of z2, and it is also less than equal to modulus of z1 plus modulus of z2. So this property, this inequality is called the triangle equality. It's an important inequality in field of the complex numbers. Okay, we have few last properties for today's session. Properties are amplitude of z1, amplitude of z1 into z2 is amplitude of z1 in plus amplitude of z2. Okay, we have the properties amplitude of z1 divided by the z2 is amplitude of z1 minus amplitude of z2 plus 2k pi. Okay, we have the amplitude of z to the power n is n into amplitude of z plus 2k pi. Okay, so all these are the properties that we can apply to get the amplitude or the principal argument of the complex number. Okay, yeah. Now we are moving to the few last example for the today's session. So what are these last examples we have? We have a plus iota square upon 2a minus iota equal to p plus iota q, then we need to show p square plus q square equal to this expression. Okay, so let's try this example. Okay, so what we have, the question given us, yeah, so p plus iota cube is a plus I whole square upon 2a minus iota. Okay, so we'll go for the conjugate of this p plus iota cube. It will be the conjugate of this entire number a plus iota whole square upon 2a minus iota whole square. तो इस नंबर का हमें conjugate निकालना है. We can use this property that the conjugate of z1 upon z2 bar is the z1 upon z2 complex. Okay, so we can use this property provided that z2 bar is not 0. Okay, so we can use this property. We can simply go for the a minus I whole square. This is the conjugate of this a plus iota, और नीचे conjugate हो गया 2a plus iota. Okay, now what we go for it, we'll go for the multiplication of this p plus iota cube into the conjugate p minus iota cube. This is the conjugate is p minus iota cube. This is the conjugate. So let's multiply them together and let's try to find what is the answer we can find here. So what we have, you will receive a plus iota whole square upon 2a minus iota, it is multiplied with a minus iota whole square upon 2a plus iota. Okay, so we need to multiply them, and this multiplication can give you the answer a square plus 1 upon 4a square plus 1. It's a simple arithmetic, anybody can do this. Okay, so try this, you can verify the final answer. Now let's move to the another example. Let Z1, Z2, Z3, Zn are the complex numbers such that the all these modulus are 1. We need to find this product, then prove that if this multiplication is if Z equal to, sorry, it is, yeah, it is if Z equal to this one, we need to prove that Z is a real number and the Z is lying between 0 to n square. Okay, that we need to find. Okay, so let's go for it. What is Z here? The Z is given as, we will expand this one, Z1 plus Z2 up to Zn, and in the second bracket we have 1 upon Z1 plus 1 upon Z2 up to 1 upon Zn. Okay, so that we need to multiply it together. Now Z1 plus Z2 up to Zn, all these numbers we have, they will give you Z1 bar plus Z2 bar up to Zn bar. Okay, now we are going to multiply them. So what this multiplication will give us, we'll use the property before the multiplication, Z1 plus Z2 up to Zn, and we can take this like Z1 plus Z2 up to Zn and this one. Now we'll apply the property again, and this will be the modulus of Z1 plus Z2 up to Zn whole square. Okay, we can verify this property, Z into Z bar is mod of Z square. Okay, and all these modulus of Z's are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So we need to add them n times, 1 plus 1 plus 1 n times. Okay, and the addition of 1, 1, 1 plus n times will give us n. Okay, so that will be the answer for this one. We need to add 1 n times. Okay, so that is the answer we have here. Okay, so this is the solution for this problem. Let's proceed for the last example that I have planned for this complex number. Let x1 comma x2 are the roots of the quadratic equation x square plus ax plus b equal to 0, where a and b are complex number, and y1 comma y2 are the roots of quadratic equation y square modulus of a into y plus modulus of b equal to 0. If mod of x1 equal to mod of x2 equal to 1, then prove that modulus of y1 into equal modulus of y2 equal to 1. Okay, so let's proceed for this last example, and then we will end up the session. Okay, so now so a and b are the complex roots of this equation, ax square plus ax plus b equal to 0, where a and b are the complex number. Okay, so what we have in this case, if x1 and x2 are roots, so the sum of the roots x1 plus x2 equal to minus b upon a, while x1 and x2 equal to c upon, sorry, it is minus a b upon a, not yeah, it is minus a and it is b. Okay, this property we can find the sum of roots and the multiplication of the roots of the quadratic equation, x1 plus x2 equal to minus a and x1 into x2 equal to b. Okay, now what we go for it, x1 and x2 are the complex numbers, so let's go for the modulus of x1 into the modulus of x2. So what is the modulus of x1 into modulus of x2? We are looking for the modulus of this number. So it is simply what we have, B, isn't it? ये B आएगा या नहीं आएगा, क्या आएगा? Okay, so now what we have, this is modulus of B, modulus of x1 into x2. Now this property we have, modulus of x1 is 1, modulus of x2 equal to 1. So from here we have the modulus of B equal to 1. Okay. Now also from this property we have the modulus of x1 plus x2 equal to modulus of this number. Okay, minus A. So now what we have the mod of A from we have the modulus property on this one, that mod of A is less than equal to modulus of x1 plus modulus of x2, which is 1, it is 1. So we have the modulus of A is less than equal to 2. So we have this property that modulus of B equal to 1 and modulus of A is less than 2. Okay. Now we'll consider the second equation. The second equation is y square modulus of a y plus modulus of v. Okay. So let's consider the second equation, y square modulus of a y plus modulus of v equal to 0, and in this case let's say the y1 and y2 are the roots. So what is the y1 and y2? The roots, y1 and y2 both. So what we have, minus b. So minus of modulus a plus minus square root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So that is the quadratic equation, the quadratic formula we have just set up. Okay, let's try to replace all the information what we have with us. So what we have, mod of minus a plus minus. Now what we can do here, the modulus of b is 1, the modulus of b is 1. Okay. So we just interchange them. We'll take this a square as a second term, we take the 4 as here, and it will give us a minus sign there. So that will give you the iota upon 2. Okay. And I need to show that the modulus of y1 equal to modulus of y2 equal to 1. Okay. So now what we have, we'll take the modulus, it's a complex number we have. So modulus of y1 comma y2, it is the modulus of this entire number, y1 y2. इसका जब हम modulus लेंगे, we need to take the modulus of this one. So for the modulus of this one, we need to do the real square. So we have square of this number. Okay, we have the square of this 4 minus modulus of a square, and it is divided by 4. So what it is, ये cancel out हो गया, the answer is 1. Okay, so what we have, the modulus of y1 is 1 and modulus of y2 is 1. Okay, so this is how we find the solution, that the modulus of y1 and modulus of y2 equal to 1. Okay, so this is all for the complex number we have. Okay, so you can just pick up some problems from the previous question paper, you can try them. Okay, if you face any difficulty, you can come back to the platform and you can find the solved query for you. Okay, so bye bye, take care, enjoy your day, enjoy your life.